presented by the Pat Connaughton Foundation and powered by Jolly Good Soda. W7, Wisconsin leader in high school girls athletics, is live from the Resch Center. For today, the number 2 seed Notre Dame Tritons take on the 3 seed Mcfarland Spartans. With Conor DuBoyce, I'm Ed Raue. W7 Radio from the Resch Center. Something a little different. We cannot present anything live. WIAA has all the rights, so we will bring you radio. We hope you enjoy listening to us, and what we bring you will be a live feed via radio. Hopefully you turn down the TV and listen to Conor and I. Conor, Notre Dame, the mission is real simple. You've won back-to-back titles. You have a real simple yet very difficult challenge if you can have both, in that you are looking to three-peat. It's not done very often, but as a Triton team, that's the goal. And when they heard they were the 2 seed, that was the fuel they needed.
Well, I think absolutely. You know, being around this team for most of the postseason and a little bit of the regular season, their approach was taking it one by one game at a time. And their full attention now is on Mcfarland. They're not looking ahead, but like you said, to get that 2 seed after basically running 27 off in a row, that was that extra fuel to kind of refocus them here for a great matchup against Mcfarland this afternoon.
And when you're talking about Mcfarland, everything flows through Tegan Malini. She is their leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading assists, leading steals, leading blocks. She leads in every possible category for Mcfarland. That's a lot on her shoulders, but if there's a player in this building that can handle it, it's Tegan.
Well, you get to this point in the tournament, and now we flip the script to the Division II and Division I's coming up tonight, and each team has 1 or 2 kids that can shoulder the load, Tegan being the one for Mcfarland. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Rohde draws up. I imagine her running a lot of kids defensively at her, switching the matchups up all night.
On the other side, Notre Dame, you have great balance when you're talking Gracie Resch, Trista Feda, Peyton Musial, Hope Barrington, Sydney Whitehouse, all scoring in double figures throughout the season. That's great balance. You've got the one loss in which Trista missed the game against Pewaukee. That's what gave them that 2 seed. You have to believe. We can't speak for a computer.
Well,
we're trying to speak for a computer, but that's what you have the one loss, as you said, won 27 in a row, but this balance that Notre Dame throws at you, boy, it's going to be a tough match for Mcfarland.
Well, it is, and you know, you talk about the one loss to Pewaukee, potentially what got him the 1 seed. The other thing is the 500 record that goes in for playing an out-of-state opponent. Notre Dame went down to Illinois, played at Nazareth Academy, who just won basically what's a Division II state championship for the state of Illinois. They ran away with that game. Notre Dame was up 30, 40 points at time over basically the Illinois state champion of Division II. So it's hard to believe that shakes out all the same. But let's not forget tonight's pregame show brought to you by Jolly Good Soda. First introduced to Wisconsin in 1966, Jolly Good Soda quickly became a cornerstone beverage for get-togethers, cookouts, and more. Today, Jolly Good Soda is widely known for its bold flavors and is enjoyed by both local Wisconsin residents and others all over the U.S., including our great viewers of W7 Nation.
Our game tonight, presented by Jolly Good and the Pat Connaughton Foundation. The winner tonight will take on the Pirates of Pewaukee, who took home a silver ball a year ago, losing to Notre Dame. And since that matchup a year ago, everybody's been talking about Notre Dame and Pewaukee getting back to play. You had a chance to talk to Coach Rohde before the game. Let's show that interview and what Coach Rohde had to say about her Triton team.
We're here with head coach Sarah Rohde of the Notre Dame Tritons. Sarah, talk to me a little about this week in the preparation, 3rd trip in row to state, and what the girls did to get ready for the game tonight.
Yeah, I think we just, obviously Mcfarland has a very good player in Tegan Malini, and we need to be ready to guard her, just in their shooters in general and everything. So we've focused a lot on our defense, just rebounding, taking care of the ball on offense, and just working on the little things that we need to do to win big games.
Absolutely. I mean, you talk about their shooters. It's more than just Tegan. balanced scoring attack. They've got three, 4 kids that are over 30% from the three-point line. One of the more high-powered offensive you have faced this season. It's going to be a challenge defensively for you guys?
I think, obviously I think any team that I think they rely on the three a whole lot, and we're definitely have to close out very well and not let them get to the paint. So yeah, I think we'll definitely be ready for it and hopefully have high hands and get a rebound.
Absolutely. Now we got the hard-hitting question on the way. Spirit animal today, you said, was the wolf pack.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit on the wolf pack and what that analogy is for tonight's game.
Yeah, well, we did talk about a wolf just symbolizing, like, we're playing as a pack, right? The lone wolf dies and the pack survives. We also just talked about how wolves are trailblazers, and we're hoping to do that as well.
Absolutely, and you're looking to make kind of history, Notre Dame history. Lots of trips to state, but this could be the first team that gets 3 gold balls in a row. Obviously, taking it one by one, that's been the theme since the start of the year. But what would that mean to you and the rest of the program?
Yeah, obviously it would be very special if that were to happen, just because the girls work very hard and it's something that's never happened before. However, we just need to worry about Mcfarland at this point because they are going to be a great opponent and we need to come out ready to play.
Absolutely. Thanks, Sarah, and we'll catch up with you after the game.
Today's game brought to you by the Connaughton Foundation and Jolly Good Soda. We are just under 4 minutes away from the lineups, and don't know that we'll get another anthem as they did one pre-Pewaukee game. We'll see.
One per session, yeah.
One per
no
session,
anthem.
so I don't think we'll have an anthem. That's the voice of Conor DuBoyce. I'm Ed Raue. Now, it's kind of weird, you and I up here, and up here we are high above everything. Gary is sitting press row. In between games, when we're not doing a game, we get to sit press row. Different view up here, sitting up high. But thank you so much to the WIAA for giving us this opportunity, bringing the games to you, and we hope that we can give you the best that we have.
A message from the WIAA. The top girls sports teams are gathered this weekend here for the 47th annual WIAA State Girls Basketball Tournament. Runs March 9th through the 11th. We're right in the heart of it right now. Take part in the True Magic of March by accessing the WIA website and clicking on the tickets link at the top of the page to order your State Girls Basketball Tournament tickets now at WIAWisconsin.org. Obviously, you're not going to be getting a ticket for tonight's game, but should Notre Dame or Mcfarland advance to tomorrow, that's where you're going to want to go to get your ticket for the championship matchup scheduled for 6:30 Saturday afternoon.
Somebody's got to take on the Pirates, and it's going to come down to these two teams, the Tritons, the Spartans, coming up next on W7 Radio, live from the Resch Center in Green Bay. Thank you so much for joining us.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
W7 Radio, presented by Jolly Good Soda and our good friends at the Connaughton Foundation. We are just about set for the lineups. And then the winner will take on the Pirates of Pewaukee, who came away victorious just before this game. Final score 80-63. Pirates coming away victorious over Lakeland. We are just about set. I don't believe Trevor Hoffman's walking in, but I'm looking.
Tonight we got the live stats going for you. Don't get too spoiled, W7 Nation. This is a rarity, but this is what happens when the WIA rolls out the live stats app, so follow along with us.
This stuff is great. To be able to follow along, if you have a question, it'll give you some trends as to what's going on during the game. So watch the TV and then look down at the screen every now and again. You'll get an update.
Don't forget to comment along as you're watching, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We're going to keep this as interactive and fun as possible tonight for both squads, Notre Dame and Mcfarland.
Semifinal between the Mcfarland Spartans and the Notre Dame Dragons. First here are the Mcfarland Spartans. Number 10, Olivia Schneider. Number 14, Haley Tuscalin. Number 21, Serenity Smith. Number 22, Alana Wagner. Number 23, Taylor Feldner. And now let's meet the Tritons from Notre Dame. Number 3, Kendall Ronsman. Number 4, Paige DeMullen. Number 5, Destiny Webster. Number 13, Kyle Waldrop. Number 15, Anna Grayson. Number 21, Morgan Gogi. Number 22, Addison Simpson. Number 23, Charlie King. Number 25, Emma Syack. And number 34, Lydia Moore. And now for today's starting lineups. First for Mcfarland. At guard, 5'7" senior, number 3, Adrian Kirch. At guard, 5'7" junior, number 4, Bryn Kirch. Starting at guard, 5'6" junior, number 11, Elise Freeman. At forward, 5'8" junior, number 24, Ava Dean. And at forward, a 6'1" junior, number 55, Tegan Mullaney. Mcfarland is coached by Sarah Mullaney. And now today's starting lineup for the Notre Dame Tritons. At forward, a 5'9" senior, number 1, Hope Barrington. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 10, Trista Feda. At guard, a 5'7" junior, number 11, Sydney Whitehouse. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 20, Peyton Musial. And at forward, a 5'11" junior, number 24, Gracie Resch. Notre Dame is coached by Sarah Raue.
There you have it. We've got our starting lineups. And we are just about set. The winner of this game will take on the Pirates of Pewaukee tomorrow night at 6:30 for the Division II Championship. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on W7 Radio on Final Four Friday. When this game concludes, you can turn us off for a little bit, go get something to eat, come back, because right again at 6:35 tip, the number 1 seed in Division I, Brookfield East, taking on number 4 seed Germantown. And W7 Radio will be back live for that game as well.
Fire up that grill, throw some burgers on, and then grab a Jolly Good out of the refrigerator and reset yourself for a great Division I semifinal.
Hope everybody got a chance to relax. For those of us that had to get out and take care of a lot of snow. Some heavy snow.
We didn't get as much as you
No,
guys
you did
got down
not.
south, but yeah, Gary woke up in the hotel this morning and said, yeah, I'm going to be late. I'm snow blowing. Sorry.
We're just about set. Mcfarland in their road blue. Notre Dame in their home white. And we are underway. Adrian Kirsch, right side, back up top. That's Kirsch, that's Bryn. Turnover right away. Unforced error. One possession, one turnover. But we are underway. Notre Dame crossing the timeline. Trista Feda inside, layup, good. Sydney Whitehouse gets the scoring started. Here's the full court pressure by the Tritons. Mcfarland handles it. Kirsch swings it. Stays right side. Dribbles toward the top of the key. Mullaney nowhere to go. Stays right wing. And there's that pressure from Notre Dame that they continually give you. Always have a hand in the face, making everything difficult. They'll swing it to the left side. Mullaney, left side, right on the stake logo. Drives, kick, three on the way, rolls around and good. Elise Freeman knocks it down. And Mcfarland is on the board. 3-2 early on. Across the timeline, Green Bay. Notre Dame, the number 2 seed, have won 27 in a row after losing the first game of the year to Pewaukee, who has already won today. Look inside on the block, shot, no good. Mullaney, rebound, pushes ahead. Ooh, caught in the left corner, barely coming down with it is Kirsch. They swing it to the right side, right block, turnaround jumper, good. Ava Dean with the turnaround, it's 5-2, Mcfarland early. Well, so far, Mcfarland doesn't look like they're too worried right now about the pressure. They seem comfortable.
Well, the pressure usually comes in the full court, so you're going to need made baskets coming here for the Tritons. They haven't gotten any yet.
Whitehouse overshoots it. Mullaney comes away with it. Pull-up, 15-footer. Rattles around and out. The groan of the crowd tells you that as Feda comes away with the rebound. Crosses the timeline. Feda going to Illinois State. Gets it to Resch. A Wisconsin commit. Catch at the top of the key, three, got it! Gracie Resch knocks it down. Here's that full court pressure. 5-all, 2.5 minutes in. Mullaney, deep shot, way outside. She thought about it, passed it up, and then let it go. Off the mark. Tritons push, top of the key. Feda. Barrington, inside, Feda. We're gonna have a tie-up. It's gonna stay on that end. Notre Dame basketball, 15:03 remaining, first half.
Jack, thanks for asking. It's called W7 Productions. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Audio only call today.
Inbound pass. Ends up in the hands of Resch. Left wing. Dribbles toward the top of the key. Gets it to Feda. Swing it right side. Whitehouse. Good patience shown. Notre Dame will do this, and then you get a backdoor cut, deflected out of bounds. Notre Dame will do this. They will work clock. And there's our first timeout. 14:46 remaining. Here in the first half, 5 apiece. You're watching and listening to W7 Radio.
What's up, everybody? It's Pat Connaughton. On behalf of myself and my Pat Connaughton Foundation, we want to thank you for tuning in. I started my foundation back in 2016 with the goal of creating access to athletics for the next generation of student athlete, especially in underserved communities. We do this through courts, clinics, and character. We've seen that kids who build habits through sport, they learn those translatable life skills that we teach: hard work, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline. The list goes on. They set themselves up for success both on and off the court later on in life. We've been fortunate to impact tens of thousands of kids over the last 6 years, and we hope to continue to grow in those 3 areas: courts, clinics and character so that we can continue to impact kids throughout the state of Wisconsin and even globally. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And if you care to learn more, please visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org.
I'm Ed Raue. We are W7 Radio as WIAA hosts all live footage. Shot from Resch, off the mark. Offensive rebound, putback is good by Barrington. 7-5 Notre Dame regains the lead.
Here's that full court pressure.
Baseball pass up ahead, layup. Good, they get deep. Kirsch beat everybody up ahead, and then a deflection off the referee. There's some frustration in that as Freeman got a deflection hit off the referee. They are a part of the game. 7-up the score. They don't serve that here. 14-15 remaining, first half.
They've moved on to Pepsi this year.
Gary was disappointed.
No RC Cola.
Swing it left side, Resch. Looking backdoor, nothing there. Gets it to Feda up top. She spins into the lane. Has it deflected, she kicks it out. 3 on the way from Barrington is good.
The lone senior.
Barrington knocks down the 3. There's the pressure. Broken by Mcfarland again. They get it to Mullaney. Down the lane, layup. Rattles around and good. 10-9. Pushing it up the right side now, Feda. Crosses the timeline. Gets it into the right corner. Whitehouse swings it left side. Back up top. Musial down the lane, left hand, good! Peyton Musial. 12-9 Notre Dame. Mullaney skips it over the top, Kirsch. There's 2 of them. Back inside, the basket, and the foul! Tia Mullaney. Well, you can see exactly why she leads this team in everything. She is a player.
Well, they're going to work through her on the inside. Now she'll go to the free throw line, look to complete that three-point play. Tie things back up with the Tritons.
Free throw is short as Resch comes down with the rebound. Immediately gets it to Feda, crosses the timeline. Top of the key, swing it. Skip, Resch, 18 feet out. Hits a cutting, Barrington for the layup. 14-11. Skip cross court pass. Now driving is Kirsch, cut off, nowhere to go. Swing it, top of the key, Kirsch. Left side, attack, nothing there. Kick it out. Dean sets his high screen, Mullaney, deep 3, rattles out. And they're gonna get a foul.
The foul is on Mcfarland, number 3, Adrian Kirsch.
They got Adrian Kirsch on that one. First team foul. Only 2 fouls thus far as we're 12-21 into this.
Love the defensive matchup on this end of the floor with Mullaney matching up with Resch. 2 all-state players going head-to-head.
Mullaney, the 6'1" junior. Resch, 6-foot juniors. Drive, foul. They actually list Resch at 5'11". Freeman commits the foul, and stepping to line will be Trista Feda. Again, she missed that game against Pewaukee, the first game of the year. That was game shown on W7 at Pewaukee. Pewaukee coming away with a 1-point win. And everybody says, well, that's going to make the difference in the second one as Feda hits the first. And the second one rolls off. But as Coach Reuter said at Pewaukee, hey, we're different too. We played 4 freshmen in that game. Mulaney to the lane. Shot off the mark. Musial rebounds. Gets it to Feda. Down the lane. Great pass, Resch. Got it. Good tempo from Notre Dame, and they're up 6.
Here's that full court pressure by the Tritons. Opportunity over the top.
They keep finding that left side to right side or right side to left side pass. It's a skip from one side to the other, and it's been very successful for Mcfarland. Scramble for the loose ball, ends up in the hands of Mulaney. Skip it to the right side. Mulaney cutting, nothing there. Good patience shown. Deep 3 on the way is good! Bryn Kirsch. 17-14, 11:05 remaining, first half. Here on Final Four Friday from Green Bay. The winner will take on Pewaukee tomorrow night for the Division II championship. Resch right side. Step back 3 on the way is good. The answer, Sydney Whitehouse. Back to a 6-point lead, 20-14. Right to left pass, into the middle. Dangerous, but handled. Mulaney drives, two players cut her off, nowhere to go. Now a drive, scoop shot, and good! Dean with a tough shot gets it to fall, 20-16. Ava got a little hip check, but she was able to finish. Look inside, turnover. Timeout on the floor, 10:16 remaining. The Tritons of Notre Dame up 4 over the Spartans of Mcfarland. You're listening to W7 Radio.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
Back here in Green Bay at the Resch Center. State semifinal Friday. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award since it started in 1965. From basketball to hockey to wrestling and gymnastics, the award recognizes more than sportsmanship. It recognizes the sportsmanship matters in your community as well. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIA and see how our team and your community can work together to be true champions.
10:16 remaining, 20-16 our score. As Mcfarland triggers, baseline out of bounds. End line out of bounds, I should say, as they cross the timeline. That's Bryn. Going one-on-one, nothing there. Skip it to the right side. Dribble handoff. Get it to Dean, right side, Mulaney. Step back, deep 3. Got it!
Hand in her face, too, from Barrington.
20-19 our score. Tritons crossing timeline is Feda. Swing it to the left side. Look over the top. Resch layup, good. Little too easy if you're Mcfarland. Near steal, into the hands now of Mulaney, right on the Resch Center logo. Mulaney crosses the timeline. Gets a ball screen, goes to the right on the attack with Resch right there. Drive and kick, nothing there. Left side. Now a dribble handoff, Dean. Skip pass, drive, little pull-up 12-footer is good.
Elise Freeman.
Freeman's pull-up. Right now, if you're Coach Mulaney, you have to be happy because we came on here saying everything's Teagan, but there's been great balance so far for the Spartans.
Excellent balanced scoring attack for the Spartans, as you said.
Skip pass right side. Feda lets it go from 3. Short. Offensive rebound. Barrington right in the lane, about 8 foot away, and she double dribbled. It's the second time today we've seen that. It's pretty rare, and that we've seen it twice, where they just kind of forget. I don't think she realized she was only 8 feet away. Could have just thrown it up. 22-21, Notre Dame up. Only the second turnover, only the third overall in this game. Second for Green Bay, who's 7 for their last 8. Mcfarland 4 for their last 4. Both teams shooting it. Mulaney, drive in the lane.
Nice
Nobody
move.
stopped the ball. She goes up, she scores. Mcfarland regains the lead, 23-22, 8:25 remaining. So if anybody thought Notre Dame was just gonna run away with this one, everybody but maybe Mcfarland, and they are up with 8:15 remaining here in the first half.
That's all you need, the 15 in the locker room to believe.
Lob inside, they're gonna get a tie up. It's gonna be Mcfarland basketball.
Substitutions for Notre Dame.
Substitutions.
Kaya Waldrop into the game for the Tritons, along with Sydney Whitehouse checking back in. Greisen was in there for a couple minutes, giving her a spell.
23-22 as we are now passing the 8-minute mark as Mulaney crosses the timeline. Pull up, 18-footer, no good. Probably their worst shot of the day, you'd say. But when she shoots it,
That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's always going to be a good shot. Left side attack in the lane, no good. Mulaney rebound. Pitch it ahead right away. Dean to the hoop, lays it up and good. Well, you can see that Mcfarland wants to get out and run. You would have thought that Notre Dame would have slowed him down, but that has not been the case. They are running and getting out ahead of everybody and lead by 3, 7:25 remaining. Left side drive, Feda in the lane. We're gonna get a foul. Trista Feda is gonna go back to the line where she's 1 for 2 on the evening.
Now you look at the Tritons. No points last 2 minutes and 19 seconds of game action.
First free throw from Feda is good.
Bryn Kirsch in for the Spartans.
Bryn Kirsch back in for Mcfarland to spell Freeman. Each team shooting very well. 65% Mcfarland, 64% Notre Dame. Feda 1 out of 2 again. Pitch it ahead again. Adrienne Kirsch, and she thought she was falling out of bounds. She threw it away. Feda, left side.
Nice.
Barrington to the hoop, and the foul! It's good! Great shot fake, drew the defender, went by her, drew the contact, and finishes. And now Barrington to the line with a chance to tie this one back up and take the lead now for Notre Dame.
Barrington, a right-handed kid, but so efficient off the left wing attack.
Free throw no good. It's going to stay here as the ball's deflected out of bounds.
She's headed down to UW Oshkosh, going to hook up with Coach Fish and the squad down there and keep on winning some games.
It's quite a program Coach Fisher has developed. Quick inbound, Feda 3, no good. Deflected, battle for the rebound. We're going to get a tie-up. It's going to stay right there, right in front of the referee.
Got a little live update from the floor. Gary saying the bench energy from Mcfarland is exceptional.
Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're listening to W7 Radio, live from the Resch Center in Green Bay.
The inception of my foundation started with clinics. I went to clinics growing up as a kid, learned how to shoot, dribble, pass. What we try to do at the PCF with our clinics is make sure that we teach that next level of skills and habits that translate far beyond the court. The hard work, the teamwork, the discipline, working together with their teammates who they just met, having fun while going through adversity. For me, it's some of the things that I enjoy most on a yearly basis is being a part of those clinics, being able to see a kid walk in on day 1 and walk out on day 3, having some friends that they've made for life. Those moments, I think, are are what are really going to inspire these kids to be able to go on and accomplish things, whether it's on the court or off the court. To learn more about our clinics or to take part in our clinic, whether it's Wisconsin or Massachusetts, be sure to visit our website, www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org/events.
Back here in Green Bay at the Resch Center, state semifinal Friday. Pewaukee already punched their ticket to the championship game. The Tritons and Mcfarland looking to do the same. All tied up 25-25, 6:58 left to go here, opening half. Send it back to Ed Raue on the call.
Baseline out of bound play here for the Tritons. Faded a trigger, quick inbound, layup, good. So the last time they ran that exact same set, they got a 3 from Fada. Mcfarland overplayed the 3. And a layup, too easy. Real easy for Notre Dame, and they regain the lead. Mulaney into the corner. Gets it to number 4, Bryn Kirsch. Her pass kicked out of bounds by Hope Barrington. Starting to see little more of what we expected. A little more of, there's a travel, a little more defense, I think, from both sides, especially from the Notre Dame side. That's a team that really hangs their hat on defense, and coming out early, allowing 65% from the floor, pretty rare.
Well, it's a Notre Dame defense that actually gets stronger in the second half.
And that's where that full court pressure comes into play as Fada drives, kicks, 3 on the way. No good. Whitehouse off. Mulaney now crossing the timeline. Quick pass. Pull up. 8. Good. Little 8-foot floater is good from Ava Dean. Back to even. 6 minutes remaining.
I think the longer you're in this as Mcfarland,
but this is also Notre Dame. They play in these games. And they set their schedule to try to play in these games, but they've been so good this year. There haven't been too many. Deep 3, Resch, no good. Deflected into the hands. Got to see who came away with that rebound. That was Haley Testelin. Step back, Mulaney,
Wow.
3, good.
a little between the legs, step back.
Teaga Mulaney, she's got 9. And the Spartans have a 3-point lead. Look inside. Blocked by Mulaney. Getting it back. We're going to get a foul. Good job staying with the play. That's Waldrop. Yep. She did a real nice job. She had it blocked, stayed with it, came away with it, went right back up, and then had it deflected. There's a quick inbound, spin, left-hand layup, no good. Mcfarland crossing the timeline. That's Dean. She gets to Adrian Kirsch. To Mulaney, right on the logo. Resch on her. On the left side. Now they swing it to the right side. 3, no good. Fada rebounds, pushing up ahead. Pass up ahead. Turnover. Deflection. Foul.
That's going to go on Fada, I believe.
So the deep pass, great job coming away with it, just catching the ball. And then throwing it away as she was falling out of bounds. I believe it was, trying to see who that number was. I want to give credit just for the catch. And she hasn't turned, of course, so we're just going to move on as Mulaney has it right side. Mulaney with Resch on her pull-up 12-footer, no good. Rebound Whitehouse. Gets it to Fada, quick pass, layup, good. Nice job seeing the floor, and Kaya Waldrop finishes. 30-29, Mcfarland up 1, 4:15 remaining.
Hard to believe Waldrop's just a freshman.
At this point, you're this far into it, and as much as
You're a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, and you've played so many games, you're not. The class goes out the window. The youth in this state is dominating. Skip pass, left corner 3, good! Ava Dean knocks it down, and the lead is 4. Feda right side, skips it to the left side. Drive, layup, left it short. Offensive rebound, put back is good. Hope Barrington stays with it and finishes. 33-31. Mullaney up the right side. She stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Mcfarland. Notre Dame basketball with 3:36 remaining. Fourth turnover for Mcfarland. Each team now with 4. Rebounding in favor of Notre Dame, and as the game goes along, something you have to keep an eye on. Feda down the lane, layup, left hand, good! She attacked with her right hand down the middle and then left it up and in with her left hand. Kirsch fires it ahead to Dean, kicks it back. Mullaney 3, no good. And now a foul. And right away,
Feda pops right back up.
not only did she jump right back up, but Serenity Smith checks with her and says, hey, you okay? She didn't mean to knock her down. Peyton Musial checking back in for Notre Dame. Sydney Whitehouse to sit with 3:12 remaining, 33 apiece. First half, the winner will take on the Pirates of Pewaukee tomorrow night. Faded with Kirsch on her. That's Bryn inside. Kirsch, correction, Resch misses the layup, and then there's a foul. So Resch had a great spin move, all alone under the hoop. I don't think she realized how open she was. Oh, a little too strong. And there's a timeout on the floor with 2:59 remaining, 33 apiece. You're listening to W7 Radio, live from Green Bay.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
W7 Radio. 2:59 remaining, first half, 33 apiece. Tegan Mullaney with 12 points. Ava Dean, 11. To pace Mcfarland, 11 for Hope Barrington to lead the Tritons of Notre Dame. Top of the key. Dean down the lane, left hand, good!
Ava Dean.
Mcfarland regains the lead. Top of the key. Feda surveys, gets it to Barrington on the right wing. Waldrop swings it left side. Musial back up top, Feda. They look inside, every catch, Notre Dame looks inside, they go inside. Layup is off the mark. They got the look, Waldrop a little too strong. Here's Mullaney, deep 3 on its way, off. Battle for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Adrian Kirsch, and she's going to go to the line.
It's a good hard foul there by Waldrop.
Make her earn the 2. I don't think anybody anticipated the shot being that far off, as Mullaney was too strong. As Dean steps to the line. Correction, Kirsch. Free throw, good. Adrian's second on the team in scoring this year, 68% from the line, just under 12 points a game at 11.8. She gets them both, and Mcfarland regains their 4-point lead that they had 3 minutes ago. As we approach 2 minutes, is Feda to the hoop.
Somebody's got to pick her up.
Nobody stopped the ball. She went coast to coast, and she lays it in as we're under 2 minutes now. Crossing the timeline is Kirsch, closely guarded by Feda. Dean to the hoop. Shot, no good. Offensive rebound, Mullaney, blocked. Musial comes away with it. Now Feda's got it. Kick out, pass. Resch is no good. Each team going to keep running. Kirsch crossing the timeline. Ball deflected. Ends up now in the hands of Kirsch. In the lane, no good. Musial rebounds. Feda up ahead, pass. Resch out ahead of everybody, lays it in, and good. Back to even with 1:15 remaining.
I tell you what, I'd take 3.5 more games like this. Be a good finish to the day.
37 apiece, and now going back the other way, Ava Dean, and she's going to draw the foul. She went right at Waldrop.
Notre Dame fouls number 13, Kaya Waldrop.
So 2 on Kaya now. We'll see if that gets Greisen back off the bench in for her with the last 68 seconds here in the opening half.
Dean to the line. First free throw, back iron.
It's not going to be Greisen. It's going to be Whitehouse instead. So back to the original 5 for the Tritons here. 68 seconds left to go.
Second one rolls around and down. 51% on the season. She went 1 for 2 on this trip. Hitting the averages as Mcfarland regains the lead. 38-37. 1 minute to go here in the first half. The winner takes on Pewaukee tomorrow night. Look inside. Kick out. Resch thought about it. Gives it up to Feda. Shot no good. Battle for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Kirsch. And now Mullaney. 45 seconds remaining. Mullaney, right side. Dean gives her a screen. Gets the pass on the cut.
Charge.
Layup. Good.
Play on. Great no call.
3-point lead, Mcfarland. As Feda walks it over the timeline. 25 seconds remaining. Musial, left side. Barrington surveys, gives it up to Whitehouse, back up top, Feda. 15 seconds now as they're setting a play up. They clear it out for Feda. 10 seconds left.
Everyone on their feet.
Ball screen, nothing there. Now Feda drives into the lane, kicks it out. Resch, left wing 3, no good. And that's our half. We're the 3 seed, Mcfarland Spartans take a 3-point lead into halftime over your Tritons of Notre Dame, 40-37. You're listening to W7 Radio, live from the Resch Center in Green Bay. It's halftime.
Sportsmanship business.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
While we started with clinics at the PCF, what we grew into and it's become a mainstay for us are courts, Connaughton courts. We realized that a clinic has an impact for 1, 2, 3 days. A court has an impact for 365 days a year. I was a product of a community center, Fidelity House back home, in which the court was utilized for everything. We want to continue to find places like Fidelity House to partner with, to the point where these courts are providing a safe place for these kids to play. They're providing a place for these kids to learn from mentors, coaches, volunteers that will impact them far beyond the playing surface. We've been fortunate to partner with places like Og Prep, St. Marcus, and Neighborhood House that really preach the values that we take pride in at the PCF. They can develop these habits that will attribute to their success in the years to come. Visit www.patconnaughtonfoundation.org/courts.
Mike Arceau just has nothing but praise for these two young ladies, saying, look, when we came in here and we tore this program down, we had to rebuild. These were the two seniors who stuck it through their first year when he and Conor, the regime, took over. And everybody else basically went by the wayside and said, it's too tough. I don't want to do this.
So Dakota, senior this year, what's that like as far as, as you kind of go through the season this year? I mean, a lot of laughs, but, a lot of great memories too.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of great things happening, but then you get to a point where you realize that, like, oh, I'm never going to play them again, or like,
right.
This is my last time seeing that player, or being on the floor with some of these kids, and it's just like, whoa.
Boy, what a great pass.
Beautiful pass from Kreeser there.
Being able to play for somebody that's completely different than who you are, so you don't have to put all of that on yourself, and so you're putting in 100% effort for somebody that you love just as much. Like I said, my best friend, my parents, I just want them to always know that, and they will never hear it until they watch the video and stuff. But I'm extremely proud of them, and I play for them every single night, and I couldn't ask for a better team.
If you don't know W7, you don't know Notre Dame girls basketball. I'm Sylvia Pichka. And I'm Charlie Apple. And W7 is for girls. I'm gonna soak up the sun. If you don't know W7, you don't know Notre Dame girls basketball. I'm Sylvia Pichka. And I'm Charlie Apple. And W7 is for girls. I'm gonna soak up the sun.
Hi, I got this one, okay? I'm mic'd up. What's your name?
Sam.
Sam. Sam says hi.
With a taste of your lips, I'm on the run. You're toxic, I'm sipping on the taste of a poison paradise. I'm addicted to you, don't you know that you're toxic? I'm nervous. And I know what you do.
On W7 Radio, back live from the Resch Center in Green Bay with Conor DuBoyce. I'm Ed Raue. Mcfarland, surprising lead at the half, 40-37, Conor?
Well, I think you'd have to be surprising in that Mcfarland's 40 points, right? Notre Dame comes in averaging, just giving up on the defensive end of the floor, 35.5 points per contest this year, and only giving up 19.5 in the opening stanza, and they've given up 40 here. So something that the Tritons hang their hat on, that being the defensive end of the floor, hasn't been the case. They've let a couple kids get loose here in the first half.
They have not been tested since their overtime win against Hortonville earlier this season.
And they were down 16 and then that one in the second half.
That was 9 wins ago. And so this is going to have to be a Notre Dame stepping it up on the defensive side of things, namely trying to stop, of all players, Ava Dean, whose nickname is the Enforcer because she's a defensive player, yet she leads all scorers with 16.
Yeah, she's enforcing things down low in the paint on the offensive end of the floor, that's for sure. As we were talking about off air, she's one of the ones that's getting loose. Notre Dame's kind of unaccounted for her. Defensive effort has shifted towards Tegan, and they're leaving Dean wide open at times.
Well, you got to wonder how long that plan will continue as Ava Dean, 7 for 8 from the floor to lead all scorers, as I said, with 16. 12 points. Tegan Malini, she's doing what she does. She's mixing everything up. 12 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds in her 18 minutes. And on the other side, Notre Dame getting good balance. Not surprising that they've scored the 37. Everybody's scored. Everybody's gotten involved. I think that the surprise everybody has thus far is the 40 points allowed.
That's got to be the surprise of it. If you were to tell me that Mcfarland was going to be in this game, I would say, okay. These are the top 4 teams that have qualified for the state tournament. So they should be in this game, but I would have expected the score totals to be down in the 10, 20, 25, 30-point range, to be right in there. But instead, it's a 40-37 lead for Mcfarland here to start the second half. As you said, balanced scoring attack, really, for the Tritons, as they normally do. The kind of little bit surprise, though, for me is Feda. Last time they're on this court was that championship game a year ago against Pewaukee. Feda was kind of held quiet in the opening half, and then a couple minutes into that second half, she just went on a run where she splashed home several threes in a row, come up with steals and runouts. And I wouldn't be surprised if she tries to get things cooking here early in the second half.
Well, Trista does have 8 first half assists, headed toward double digits in that regard. But if you are a Triton fan, you've got to anticipate this defense picking up their pace, or this could be a tough night for them. Again, the winner to play Pewaukee for the Division II championship tomorrow night at 6:35. We are underway, 18 minutes away from someone playing in the championship game tomorrow night. Drive, layup, off the mark from Bryn Kirsch. Musial rebounds and pushes across the timeline, gets it to Feda. Left side, gets a high screen from Resch. Drive, kick, Whitehouse gets it back out top. Musial, swing it left side. That's Barrington. Good, there's the screen, there's the look inside, there's the layup, it's good. Gracie Resch scoring. And I feel like that's something, as we talked about, they can do all night long. If they want that shot, I feel like they can get it almost every time. It sure feels like they've gotten it when they needed it. There's that pressure. There's the Triton pressure. Good job maintaining balance. Freeman gets it up ahead to Kirsch. Shot no good. Dean with a rebound. Now Mulaney down the lane.
That should go the other way.
And it hit. No, that's a great call. Mulaney falling to the ground, had her left hand hit the ball and knock it out of bounds after it was blocked. And it's Notre Dame basketball as Trista Feda pushes across the timeline. Musial up top, looking inside at Resch for that lob over the top. Now she catches right wing. 3 on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, Barrington back up, good.
Oh, Barrington.
And just like that, Notre Dame takes the lead.
So you look at it, a couple of kids on both squads in the double figures now.
Now a steal from Notre Dame. Extra pass, layup, good. Trista Feda. There's the Notre Dame pressure. See how long Mcfarland will go without taking that timeout. Getting bunched up as they pitch it up ahead. Adrian Kirsch to the hoop. Gonna get a foul.
That's gonna go on Feda, her second.
Little disjointed there. They had 3 around the ball, did Notre Dame. And that left Kirsch alone. Adrian went to the hoop, drew the foul. She's gonna shoot 2. Free throw, hits the front rim and bounces over and drops.
Well, you look at on a high school court, the Tritons can get away with that a little bit more. There's less ground to cover. Out here on a full-size college court, a little bit more room over the top and a lot more ground to cover defensively.
2 for 2 for Kirsch. Lead down to 1, 43-42, 16 minutes left in this one. Feda, right side, Whitehouse. Up top, Musial, swing it. There's a skip pass. 3 on the way from Whitehouse, rolls off. Dean with the rebound. She keeps it, now gives it up. Drive, kick out. Go back to the other side, Mulaney. Skip it across. 3 on the way from Kirsch. No good. Rebound Feda, she pushes. Looks left side, Barrington, offensive. Great job drawing that charge is Kirsch. Adrian planted the roots. I don't think Coach Rohde's upset with that. You attack hard, you'll take that. You obviously don't want that, but you'll take that good, strong attack. 43-42.
Tritons are okay with those dead ball turnovers because it gives them a chance to set up that full court pressure.
Right. Dean. Resch on her. Now give it up, kick out. 3 again from that same left corner, no good. Knocked out of bounds, gonna be Mcfarland. Nope, Notre Dame basketball. Couldn't tell who they were gonna say. It said it was off Freeman.
You know, Gary stopped up at the break and just said the energy is night and day between the two halves of the floor. Mcfarland energy, bench, student section, everybody's involved. Notre Dame, edge of their seats a little bit.
And quiet. And again, they haven't been pushed like this. They try to schedule teams to make it tougher as Musial gets a look inside, off the mark. Mulaney, she gets every rebound and looks up as to pitch it ahead. That time she tries and has it taken away by Whitehouse. Barrington, Resch, into the lane, layup good. Oh, he rolled off, but Musial cleans it up, no good. I got ahead of myself. Now the ball's
behind the back. She flipped it over her head.
Coast to coast, all alone. Adrian Kirsch lays it in. I got ahead of myself.
I tell you what, you go back, see how this game plays out. 3 missed layups there, right at the doorstep. Heck of a save and a run out for Mcfarland. That could be the difference.
You just don't see Resch miss those. And I had it already down for a layup, and now Mcfarland has a 1-point lead. Now Musial goes baseline, kick it out. Barrington loses the handle, now she collects it. Looking, gets it to Whitehouse. She drives, kicks. Musial 3, no good. Battle, great save, layup, good. Great job, Hope Barrington finding Sydney Whitehouse. Notre Dame regains the lead. Pass, up ahead, Dean draws a foul, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Fouls on Notre Dame number 20, Peyton Musial.
You gotta like the tempo if you're Mcfarland. They want to get up and down. The game continues to be up and down. I feel like if you're Notre Dame, you want to slow it down and just run your offense, you can get that inside look every time. We'll see what happens. The final 13:47 is first free throw is good from Dean. Second one off the mark, and we are remaining tied at 45. Resch rebounds. Nearly taken away, but now it's Feda down the lane. 3 Tritons there to stop her. Kick out, Barrington 3. No good. Mulaney rebounds and then saves it from going out of bounds. Ends up in the hands of Barrington, who flips it back, and now taken away. Up ahead, Kirsch. Might have gotten away with a walk, and now on the far end, Barrington rebounds. Get it to Feda. She crosses the timeline. She attacks into
Offensive?
the lane. Offensive? You bet.
That's going to be her third.
She dropped the shoulder, gave a push, and a whole lot happening. It started with a save from Mulaney. She got the rebound. Falling out of bounds, she threw it back into the arms of a Triton. And then it got taken away. They pushed it ahead. Just pretty much nonstop chaos. Timeout on the floor. 13-12 remaining. We're tied at 45. You're listening to W7 Radio.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
A message from the Pat Connaughton Foundation. Through 3 keys of courts, clinics, and character, the PCF offers an unrivaled experience that teaches translatable life skills such as work ethic, teamwork, leadership, accountability, discipline, and how to develop a competitive edge on and off the court. Because basketball is so much more than a game. It's a way of life. Big thank you to the Pat Connaughton Foundation for their support of W7 this year.
That voice is the voice of Conor DuBoyce. I'm Ed Raue. 13-12 remaining. We're tied at 45. Little surprising here. I don't think anybody anticipated this. I think everybody figured Notre Dame, winners of 27 in a row, would come in and steamroll the Spartans of Mcfarland. Mcfarland's got other plans, and they are giving the Tritons one heck of a battle as we are tied at 45 with 13-12 remaining. Tegan Mulaney to trigger it for the Tritons. You know, something we haven't talked about is we're now almost 5 minutes. Oh. Mulaney stepped over the line. Going to be a turnover, but we haven't talked about Tegan Mulaney hasn't even attempted a shot here in the second half. We're almost 5 minutes in.
Yeah. Mike Boss checking in. Appreciate your support, Mike. We'll have Germantown and Brookfield East later on today. This
about 6:35, they anticipate that tip.
Right after this one. That'll be the last game of the day we'll have coverage of.
Resch, deep 3, off the mark. The ball deflected out to her. She gets it back, attacks, drops the pass off to Whitehouse, who has it blocked from behind. And then, no surprise, Tegan Mulaney with the block. So all that happening, it's going to stay on that end. Notre Dame to trigger, baseline out of bounds. Lob over the top, Resch swings it, left side. Whitehouse, Feda, back to the right side, Resch. There's that pass inside. And a jump ball, great defensive play by Mulaney. Waldrop went up for it. She had a seal. But Tegan Mulaney's length caused the problem there and created the tie-up. It's going to stay right where we just triggered it about 20 seconds ago. Same lob over the top. This time they go left side. Resch up top. Trista swings it to the right side. Look inside, layup good. That time they got a seal, and Waldrop with an easy layup, and Notre Dame takes the lead. 12.5 remaining. The winner to play Pewaukee tomorrow night for the Division II championship for 2023. Mulaney, right side, drives, drop pass. Dean, no good. Offensive rebound, Dean, put back, good. Back to even at 47. Dean was sitting in the short corner, waited as everybody went to stop Tegan Mulaney. She went up, got her offensive rebound, and finished. Now a look inside. Waldrop has it blocked again, gets it back. Whitehouse swings it, top of the key. Trista Feda.
Splash, yeah.
Knocks down the 3. And Notre Dame is up by 3, 50-47.
It's got a little heavyweight fight to it here.
A little back and forth, no doubt about it. Mulaney crosses the timeline, gets it to Dean. Swinging in to the left corner. That's Bryn Kirsch. Baseball pass, cross court. Great tip pass. She was standing out of bounds. What a great tip.
I just give it to her anyway.
Yeah, just for the effort.
The effort, the IQ, no one kind of a little tip set it to the corner. My goodness.
Ends up being a turnover as Tegan was standing out of bounds. Notre Dame basketball. 10 turnovers now for Mcfarland. Near takeaway now taken away from Melini. They're going to say double dribble. Boy, she has really had a tough stretch of impressive play that has turned into frustration. The tip pass, the near steal, the double dribble. She just has this look of aspiration. 11:15 remaining, 50-47 Notre Dame as Musial picks up her dribble up top. Resch, left side, Barrington. As Mcfarland doing a better job denying that internal look. Getting better weak side help as they go left to right, back to the left side. Barrington's looking for that cutter. Resch is there, it's deflected. Resch comes away with it. Musial has it, swing it, back to the left side.
They're giving Resch the left.
She drives, steps into the lane, has it blocked, and they're going to get a foul. Adrian Kirsch on the foul with 10:40 remaining.
It's the first foul of the second half for the Spartans. Nearly 8 minutes of
But they're going to send Resch to the line. The leading scorer averaging 78% from the free throw line. Hits the first.
Krista Feda re-enters for Notre Dame.
Not a long break there for Feda, just about 45 seconds of game action.
And I'm sure that's just the way she likes it.
Those 3 fouls get back,
Resch hits them both. Timeout on the floor, 10:40 remaining. Notre Dame 52, Mcfarland 47. You're listening to W7 Radio, live from Green Bay and the Resch Center.
Let's go, guys.
10:40 remaining, 52-47 Notre Dame. Up 5 over Mcfarland. Last 4 trips in the last 3:07, 4 turnovers for Mcfarland. They only had 4 in the first half. They have 7 here in the second half.
Appreciate it, Mike. Yeah, I mean, we do all the big games. We do some small games too along the way, usually on a small town Thursday night, but we love our refs and everything that they do. It's a thankless job sometimes, but I tell you what, when you're in those big games, they tend to take care of themselves. Excellent job by the referees here, of course, in all the games so far this weekend.
Notre Dame trying to join Milwaukee, Washington, Cuba City, Flambeau, and Beaver Dam. The only other 4 schools that have won 3 straight girls state championships. They've won the last 2. Looking to make it the hat trick. But first, they got to get by Mcfarland.
Beaver Dam probably should have had 4, if not for a little COVID action.
We'll never know. To that point, that was Pewaukee's first trip to what would have been Green Bay. The next year, they didn't quite get there. And then losing to Notre Dame last year as Mullaney drives and is fouled. Great look. They got the ball inside on the left block. Kirsch, Adrian, turned through a great pass to Tegan Mullaney.
Was Pewaukee moved up to Division I that year?
No.
Or did they stay? They stayed Division II.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. Mullaney's first free throw is good.
A lot of shuffling that year.
Just a weird year and all, and in the end, it doesn't matter. We're here. It's 2023, and somebody's going to play the Pirates tomorrow night for the state championship. As Mullaney gets them both, cuts into the lead, 52-49, Notre Dame up. Their largest lead has been 6. Mcfarland's largest lead 4. It's been a very even and well-played game, both teams. As they look inside, Waldrop kicks it out. Barrington lost it for a moment, regathered. Swings it to the right side. Now attacking and drawing the fouls, Trista Feda.
The foul's on Mcfarland, number 55, Tegan Mulaney.
And they got Tegan Mulaney. That is her first.
Trista Feda at the line, shooting 2.
Trista to the line. Second leading scorer on the team. 72% from the line as she misses the first. Bryn Kirsch back in. Freeman to sit for McFarland. 10:03 remaining. Second one from Feda is up and good. Lead back to 4. There's the pressure. Get it to the middle. And now they give it up to Mulaney. She crosses the timeline. She's got Barrington on her. Look inside, Dean left alone and finishes.
Nice find.
They keep losing her. And Ava Dean leading all scorers with 19. Lead down to 2. Up top, Feda, 3. Good! Just what you talked about.
Could it be Feda time inside 9.5?
Bryn crosses the timeline, double team, steps through, has it knocked out of her hands, but it's taken away by Resch. She goes in, layup, good! They double teamed along the sideline, got a steal and a layup. And the lead, the largest of the day for Notre Dame, 58-51 as we approach 9 minutes left. Mulaney, Feda fouled her up top.
That's a big 4th foul.
Notre Dame fouls number 10, Trista Feda. 4th personal foul.
Trista Feda with 9:05 remaining has 4 fouls.
Well, that's the one that runs the rides for the Tritons.
For Notre Dame.
So now you'll have...
Well, they bring Whitehouse back.
Yeah, you have playoff P in there. She's going to have to step up and initiate the offense.
And if you're McFarland, this is your chance to get back in this. Mulaney spin in the lane, shot no good. Ball deflected, kick out. Dean thought about it, pulls it down, then shoots it. Offensive rebound number 2. This time it's Tesselin. She's got it left wing, gets it to Mulaney. She surveys. Little flip pass, skip pass. Testelin drives, hammer pass, taken away. Great defensive possession. Whitehouse to the hoop, lays it up, and good!
Can't count it too soon this time.
It didn't want to, but it went down, and the lead is 9. Bryn Kirsch from right side to left. 3 on the way, good! No conscious. Freeman just lets it fly and knocks it down. That was a big bucket for the Spartans. As we are ticking down towards 8 minutes. Lob inside. Waldrop kicks it out to Musial. Great timeout, Coach Rohde. That was a great timeout.
It was. Resch buried the 3. Doesn't count, though. 30-second timeout.
Can't anticipate that. From her knees, they took that timeout.
We'll keep it here, and a message from the WIAA. A great opportunity exists for people who enjoy sports as participants and would like to give back to the game that means so much to them. Become a high school game official and join our buddy, Mike Bawes, as it gives you the opportunity to get involved, get in shape, and help teach the game to young people. Signing up is easy. To become a WIAA licensed official, go online at wiawisconsin.org to apply and become a licensed official. A message from W7 Productions and the WIAA, keeping the education in sports.
About 2 hours from now, number 1 seed, Brookfield East, taking on number 4 seed, Germantown, right here on W7 Radio. That'll be the first game at the Division I level here at Final Four Friday.
Well, the GMC rematch of the season.
Lob inside. Little flip underhand is good. Sydney Whitehouse. And now a steal from Barrington.
There's the run. Started at the 9-minute mark.
There it is. It's up to 10. And if you're McFarland, you can't get it all back at once, but you're going to have to take your time, make sure you get a good look, and then you got to do it on defense. Look to Dean. She drives. Left hand. Flips it up and good. Get it into Musial. Again, 4 fouls on Trista Feda of Notre Dame. But their lead is 8. Swinging it to the left side. Greisen. Back to the right side. Resch. She had Peyton Musial cutting. Keeps it. Now she gets it to Barrington. Back out to Resch. She pulls it out.
She buried that last time right before the timeout.
Grayson looking for the cutter, not there. There it is again, 3, short. Hustle rebound, who's coming away with it? It's gonna be Mullaney. Gets it to Kirsch. Adrian, as they get it up ahead to Bryn on the right side. Looking, trying to get it to Mullaney. She gets it right at the Resch Center logo on the right side. Now she attacks against Barrington. Nowhere to go, though. It's great defense from Barrington, not allowing any penetration. Mullaney thought about it. She does let it fly from deep, and it's off the mark. Musial rebounds. She keeps it and crosses the timeline. Now up ahead, left side, Barrington. Skip it across. 3 on the way. Sydney Whitehouse shot no good. Bryn Kirsch rebounds. 6:15 remaining. Kirsch gives it to Mullaney, right center court. Dean, left side, looks. Resch on her. Now it's Mullaney. Step back, 3, no good. Rebound, skying for it is Sydney Whitehouse. She keeps it. Pushes across the timeline. She lost it. She wants to make the pass and lost it. Ends up in the hands of Mullaney, who pitches it up ahead. Bryn Kirsch finishes. Boy, that's a big swing. A potential 10-point or 11-point lead turns into a 6-point lead. Timeout on the floor. Notre Dame will take it with them. You're listening to W7 Radio, 5:42 remaining. We've got a classic here on the radio station from W7.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.
W7 Radio, back live from the Resch Center. 64-58, Notre Dame up 6. Their lead minutes ago was 10. The largest of the afternoon, now down to 6. Notre Dame basketball. I thought maybe at the 5:42 mark here where they took the timeout, they might go back to Trista Feta, who has 4 fouls. Coach Rohde decides to leave her on the bench. And if you're Mcfarland, it's go time. You're down 6. It's only 2 possessions, but you feel like this is a really big offensive possession.
It is. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to their staple backdoor cut here.
Right. When you have Feta down, if you can maintain the lead of 6 or 8, you feel pretty good if you're Notre Dame, and that's why if you're Mcfarland, this is your time. Notre Dame content to work clock.
They'll be patient. Kicked out of bounds.
5:21
Boy,
remaining.
that was a long 20 seconds.
Well, it was if you were Notre Dame.
Right.
If you're McFarland, it wasn't. It was going too quick. Trigger the inbound to Sydney Whitehouse. She's got a clearance. Nothing. Swing it. Left side, Musial. All the way to the other side to Hope Barrington. Up top, Grayson. Resch. Grayson catching top of the key. Looks for Musial, backdoor. Nothing there. Lob inside, Resch. Now she's got a whole set of hands as Bryn Kirsch nearly comes away with the
turnover.
steal. And now there is a turnover. Up ahead yet again. Adrian to Bryn, nothing there. They pull it back out. Smart decision. Just didn't have the feel of a finish as Trista Feta immediately runs to the scorer's table. Mullaney drives, has it knocked out of her hands, and I think she's pretty happy about that because she was stuck in no man's land. Trista Feta back in. Now, I might have pulled her back being a defensive end here. I wanted her back in at 5:42. At 4:36, I might stay with it being a defensive possession. But that's why we're up here. Mulaney nearly stepped over the timeline. A little spin behind the back, ends up in the hands of Ava Dean. Drive, kick out, swing it, left side.
Don't
Dean.
have to be in a rush, but.
Nope. You need a basket in any way. 3, top of the key. Got it! Elise Freeman, her second 3 in the last 90 seconds in the lead, down to 3. Mcfarland refusing to go away. Veda, as we now are under 4 minutes in the lane. She can attack, not with 4 fouls. Can't afford to get that 5th. Left side Musial. Mulaney sprints out to double team and she left Resch. Weak side block, Bryn Kirsch. Ends up in the hands of Freeman, she gets it to Mulaney. Up the left side, Bryn Kirsch. You're gonna get a body call on Peyton Musial.
Bonus free throws coming here for Mcfarland, the remaining 3:42. That's gonna be the 7th on the Tritons.
That's Bryn going to the line where she's 59% on the season.
So 2 fouls on, now 3 fouls on Musial. Those are really the only 2 kids in foul trouble.
Bryn's first one, back iron. Great job blocking out by Musial. Now Fade crosses the timeline. Gets it to Musial, who swings it left side. Barrington. Resch, top of the key, swings it to the right side. Look inside, taken away again. This time it's Dean. Up the right side, Mulaney. 3:15 remaining. Teagan wanting a ball screen up left side. She gets it, gives it to Dean. In the lane, shot no good.
Whitehouse on the ground with the rebound. Wow.
Barrington crosses the timeline. 3 minutes now. So you got 2 great stops if you're Mcfarland, but unable to capitalize. And Notre Dame looking to add to their 3-point lead. Barrington left side, taken away! Freeman!
Gotta let it go!
Overshot it! Mulaney cleans it up, and good!
Feda's gotta let her go, she's the only one back. Smart
64,
play.
63, 2:30 remaining. Elise Freeman stepping up big down the stretch. Left side, Feda picks up her dribble. Pressured. They get it to Barrington on the left side. Resch, deep 3 on its way is good! Gracie Resch, and the lead is 4. 2 minutes remaining.
That's a big 3 from Gracie.
Mulaney tries to split the double team, taken away. Layup, good! Sydney Whitehouse in the lead just like that from 1 to 6. As we're now under 2 minutes, 1:45 remaining. Dean gives it to Mulaney. She lets a 3 go. She got it!
Oh, baby! Here we go.
69-66. 1:30 remaining.
Mcfarland only 2 team fouls. So they got 4 to give.
Boy, just look at Mcfarland. They are huffing and puffing.
They need immediate timeout.
Feda up top. She may have the freshest legs out there after sitting with the 4 fouls. Musial up top. Gets it to Barrington left side. Hands it off to Trista Feda. Out toward midcourt. Now Resch, right side. To Musial. 1 minute remaining. There's the first foul of 4.
Foul is on number 24, Ava Dean. First personal, third.
And there's your media timeout. And if you're Mcfarland, you needed it. Time for Notre Dame to set something up. Exactly 1 minute remaining. Notre Dame up 3. You're listening to W7 Radio.
We'll keep it here. The Pat Connaughton Foundation exists to inspire and motivate young athletes to put their dreams into action. Whatever their dreams may be, captained by Milwaukee Bucks champion Pat Connaughton, the organization is focused on making a positive impact in the hearts, minds, and futures of young athletes by making the sport of basketball accessible to kids across the world. A message from the Pat Connaughton Foundation and W7.
The numbers across the board dictate what we see on the scoreboard. Almost everything really even. Exactly 50% shooting from each team. From 3 is the difference, though. The Spartans 8 for 19 at 42%. Notre Dame 6 for 21. Little uncharacteristic, shooting at 29%, but they do hold the lead by 3, 1 minute to go. The lead and the ball. And if you're Mcfarland, you're just hoping right now that your defense can get that stop. They got a couple of stops when they were down, had a chance to tie or take the lead, just couldn't get over the hump. And then they cut it to 1. Gracie Resch hits a 3. They steal it on a double team of Mullaney, get a layup, and that opened it up to 5. But then, as basketball holds, everything's a game of run. Mcfarland didn't go away. And here we go. Triggering it, half court. Get it to Feda. Always good to have that Division I point guard in your back pocket. There's another foul. That's the 4th team. Probably see 2 more. I'd like to see Mcfarland, a little more aggressive on the defense with a double team versus just fouling.
Try to get an errant pass or something.
Maybe for like that. And I thought we might get a tie-up. Instead, we get a foul. So 1 more to give. But then if you're Mcfarland, who are you fouling on the Notre Dame squad? I mean, these girls can shoot it. When your worst is 67%, Peyton Musial. Of course, those numbers kind of go out the window with 45 seconds remaining in a semifinal.
You can shoot all the free throws you want in the summertime, before school, after school, whatever. You can't replicate this atmosphere.
Absolutely not. 47-1. That's it. No more fouls to give. Inbound to Feda. She gets it to Resch up top. And they foul Gracie Resch. 77% from the line. That's only Dean's second, so foul trouble really not an issue, obviously, when you're chasing and committing the fouls that way. 42.2 remaining. Gracie Resch to the line, looking to build on Notre Dame's 3-point lead. She hits the first. The Wisconsin commit. I don't know if that's the one I want to foul. I might have left somebody open to go get somebody, but that's what happens. And you're going to get your chances. A lot of time with 42 left as Resch hits them both.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. You want to extend this as long as possible.
Mullaney crosses the timeline. Barrington right with her. She goes to the hoop, lays it up, and good. Timeout on the floor with 31.5 remaining. Basically everything that's changed in the last 29.5 seconds is just the clock.
Absolutely. Hey, milk has been building champions for centuries. Why? Research shows that real milk builds pre-game muscle, and low-fat chocolate milk restores post-game muscle for athletes like few other beverages. That's why pro players know they're going to need milk to fuel their performance. Learn their inspiring stories at gonnaneedmilk.com. Brought to you by the dairy farmers of Wisconsin. There will be milk in the locker room for the winner and, unfortunately, the loser of this one to refresh and get ready for tomorrow's championship game against Pewaukee. But a lot left to be decided here in just a 3-point contest.
31.5 remaining. If you're Mcfarland, you just got to keep the pressure. You just have to continue to get the pressure. Hope to force Notre Dame into a pressure mistake, essentially. And if you're Notre Dame, just be you. Honestly, you just got to be you. You have the backcourt that can handle this type of pressure. They've been in these games. They know what they're doing. It's a group that has been pushed to the limits. They hoisted the gold ball the last 2 years. They're trying to make it 3 in a row, just to be the 5th team in state history to win 3 in a row. But they're getting quite the push from Mcfarland. 71-68, 31.5 remaining. Tritons to trigger the inbound. They can run the baseline.
They do have 1 timeout remaining if they can't get it in.
Actually, it shows 2 for Notre Dame and 3 for Mcfarland. Deflection! Ends up in the hands of Feda. She crosses the timeline, gets it to Musial. Back to Feda. Playing keep away, and there's the foul. It's going to be Trista Feda to the line. 19 seconds remain. Still bonus free throws. It's only the 8th, so bonus one-on-one. Feda on the year, 72%.
Just 50% though today.
Free throw, good.
That's the big one.
Now the lead, a 2-possession, 4-point game. If you're Mcfarland, get it and go quickly. Second one good. Big free throws from the leaders of Notre Dame here in the final minute. Now Mullaney to the hoop, drives, floats it up and good. Timeout, 11.3 remaining. Only thing that's happening right now is the clock is ticking down. We're trading free throws for layups. But if you're McFarland, you can't have that. And if you're Notre Dame, you're like, that's fine, we'll do that.
Well, McFarland's executing down the stretch. So is Notre Dame. They're just executing from the free throw line. Like you said, Resch going to the charity stripe, knocking down a big 2, as well as Trista Feda.
And then Mullaney just catching it, taking it, going to the hoop. She's got 23. Ava Dean has 23. Gracie Gresh has 20. Trista Feda 17. No surprise in anything we just said. Other than maybe the Ava Dean scoring 23, but when you get to state, somebody's got to step up and help you. Today it was Ava Dean. And let's not forget Barrington and Whitehouse with 15 apiece. And Trista Feda playing this final 3:51 with 4 fouls. 11.3 remaining. Same thing we just talked about 8.7 seconds ago. Notre Dame will trigger the inbound. They can run the baseline. Timeout situation, McFarland 2, Notre Dame 2.
Still one-on-one situation on the other end of the floor. If McFarland does choose to foul, which I assume they will if they can't get a steal on the inbound.
Peyton Musial to trigger it. Easy inbound to Feda. And now a foul. Gonna walk all the way down to the other line. 9.2 remaining. Again, bonus free throws. One more time. Feda, got it. Big free throw, the lead goes to 4. And now if you're Notre Dame, let them go, work that clock. 2 possessions. Off the mark.
Tipped around, that's beautiful.
Mullaney
Clock's gonna run.
Ends up in the hands of Notre Dame, and they're gonna win this.
Feda saves it into the hands of Whitehouse.
The free throw rolled off, and Gracie Gresh got just enough of a hand to deflect it. Mullaney got on the floor, unable to grab it. And Sydney Whitehouse came away with it, and she'll step to the line to shoot free throws. This one's over. Notre Dame's going to play Pewaukee tomorrow night, looking to win not 1, not 2, but 3 in a row.
28 in a row here on the season, looking to make it 29. And it'll be Pirates, Tritons, round 4.
Give it up to McFarland. Great effort, falling just short, 76-70 as Notre Dame moves on to take on the Pirates tomorrow night, 6:35 for the Division II State Championship. You've been listening to W7 Radio. Come back about 6:35 tonight when the number 1 seed Brookfield East will take on number 4 Germantown on W7 Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. For Conor DuBoyce, I'm Ed Raue. We'll be back at 6:35. Brook East, Germantown, coming up next from Green Bay. You've been listening to W7 Radio.
Jolly Good Soda. We put the pop in Wisconsin.